Hey guys, Mike at You Are The Path. We're definitely approaching winter here in the UK. So I wanted to carry on with what I've been talking about, addiction. A good state to be in is where you appreciate what is, yet you're eager for what is to come. And when you appreciate what is, there's no resistance to what is coming into your life. I saw a video of Will Smith and he was talking about being ready for the new beginning that all that is wants to bring into your life. And I'm reminded of the fact that I can decide to wipe the slate clean whenever I want and start afresh. So I start afresh with these programs that I do, which are all getting myself in alignment with what excites me. One of the things we get addicted to is an addiction to relationships and trying to recreate the past because we're unhappy in the present. And that's something that I found myself doing from time to time. I came across this analogy of a magic kitchen. So if you imagine you had this magic kitchen, and in this kitchen you can cook as much food as you want, all your favourite foods from all around the world. You can have whatever you want in this kitchen of yours, and because you've an abundance of food, you willingly invite people in and cook them up a nice meal, and you don't want or need anything in return. You give your food unconditionally. If someone came to your doorstep with a pizza and said, "Hey, I've got this nice pizza here, I can bring you pizza whenever you want, as long as you do what I say, as long as you do what I expect of you," you'd say, "Well, thanks very much, but I can make all the pizza I need in here. In fact, why don't you come in, I'll cook you up a pizza. You don't have to give me anything in return. It's a joy to share my pizza." But I can't be manipulated for pizza. Now imagine if it was the roles reversed and you've not eaten for weeks. You're starving. Someone comes to your door, says, "Hey, I've got this pizza. I can give you pizza every week. All you need to do is do everything I say and do what I expect of you." And you can smell the pizza. You're starving, hungry, you would take the pizza. And then what happens is there is a worry and a fear. What happens if this person leaves me? Where am I going to get my pizza then? Or what if they give my pizza to someone else? My pizza. So we're talking about love here. The magic kitchen is a representation of the love that you have in your heart. Now, that love, that connection to source is always there. You can never not be connected to that divine source, but you can create the experience of being disconnected, but you can never truly be disconnected. It's just analogies like that make me think, like, am I behaving as though I don't have any food in my kitchen? And it all goes back to childhood, the experiences that we had when we grew up, and something that Gabor Mate was talking about. He said that there is a positive attachment and a negative attachment. The negative attachment being the craving for pleasure. And the positive attachment is that attachment that we have to our parents as we're growing up. That positive attachment in terms of having a safe space, a space where we feel safe and protected. The degree to which we didn't have that positive attachment is the degree to which we will have negative attachments in the form of addictions, addictive relationships, an addiction to substances, addictive attitudes and beliefs and what have you. So I mentioned that there's a difference between pleasure and joy. Pleasure is very fleeting, and when we're going without an addiction, there's a dialogue within the self that leads us to believe that we're missing out on something. You ain't missing out on nothing. If we would only stick to our guns and appreciate what is, then we would find out that we're not missing out on anything. It's just that our body has become addicted to that behavior, that substance, that pleasure. And I recommend putting your energies into something creative. Being able to be of service to others, whether it's being of service in your community or sharing your experiences in life, brings about a certain joy. There's a joy in being of service to others, whether it be looking after your family or whether it be something creative. Putting your energy into something like that brings about joy, which is different to pleasure. As I said, pleasure is very fleeting, and it sometimes, there's nothing wrong with pleasure, but when it's compulsive, when it's not what we really want to do, but we're just going along with the compulsions of the body and the compulsions of those voices, then it becomes a negative thing. You want to engage in pleasure out of choice, out of a conscious choice. So you're in conscious control of this vehicle, and you can drive this vehicle, this physical body. You can drive it in the direction you truly want to go, into the direction that is in alignment with the real you. So that's what we're talking about here. It's not demonizing pleasure. The goal is, for me anyway, the goal isn't to get rid of all desire. I just want to do it consciously. I want to engage in my desires consciously, not compulsively. So when it's done compulsively, pleasure can lead you into those lower frequencies. Again, it's not to invalidate those lower frequencies, but maybe you're taking the long way around when you could go straight and be steadfast and remain on the timeline that's going to take you to an earth where people ain't roaming around inflicting harm on people. When you're in alignment with your true self, you'll be on that timeline. You'll be in alignment with the parallel universe, which is of the different frequencies, the frequencies of love, abundance, harmony, peace, tranquility. So just wanted to get some thoughts out there. Be in nature whenever you can. Nature is a great way for you to get in alignment with your true self. Breathe. Be appreciative of what is and eager for what the universe wants to show you. Hope you got something from that. Catch you later. Peace.